pack too heavy. 60 pounds don't seem like much. When you're out in the wilderness, that 60 pounds adds up real quick. I didn't have enough water. 5.5 miles into the Mokelumne wilderness, I realized I might not make it out of here alive. So today, we're heading up to Mokelumne Peak, down out in the Mokelumne wilderness. And, well, I woke up at 3 this morning. After staying up to about 10 or 11 last night, getting everything packed. Left the house at about 4. And we met up with Shane down at his place around 5:30, 6 in the morning. Now we're heading up here. Derek, how'd you like waking up at 3 in the morning?
I'm tired.
This guy, he's tired. I've been on nights for the last 2 weeks, and he's tired? So it started with 4 of us. Shane and Cyrus. This is Cyrus. Cyrus, say something.
Let's do it.
All right. How about you, Shane?
And then
Looking forward.
4,000-foot incline. Let's do it.
Where we starting at? What's this trail?
Mokelumne Trail.
All right. And where we going?
We're at 6,000.
Mokelumne Peak.
Yep, going to Mokelumne.
Going to the top.
Sick. They're there to do some scouting for deer. So they wanted to make sure they got up to Mokelumne Peak because that was their whole destination. I brought my boy Derek with me. And we're looking to do a solid 2 or 3 day off-grid adventure. You know, real good. Test your skills, test your might, you know? And it was... Whoa, big doggy, settle down. Yeah, me and Derek found ourselves some fishing poles with us. Hoping to catch some trout along the way. We're gonna hit up the streams and lakes that were supposedly up there. Weren't much of lakes. More like meltwater for the snow. There was no inlet. There's definitely not fishing kind of lakes. It's the first lake. Several to go. Quite the hike so far. Overpacked like usual. So, yeah, we were just hoping not to have to get stuck eating MREs the whole time. So we started our hike out, and I was trying to figure out how I was going to stuff my camel pack to my already overloaded 60-pound rucksack. That's when one of the guys, Cyrus, told me, hey, just leave it behind, you'll be fine. You know, I had my little Life Straw water bottle. I thought that would be good. I don't know if you've ever tried drinking water through one of those Life Straws. It's like trying to suck peanut butter through a garden hose. Good luck with that. Especially when you're ultra dehydrated. Oh man, it is not a good situation to be in. I'm gonna tell you what from firsthand experience. Derek, my son, gave me a little 16-ounce water bottle, one of your standard little water bottles, you know? All right, that'll be fine. 5 miles, I could do this, no problem. Oh boy, what a mistake that was. So supposedly, there's a lot of mountain lions, bears on this trail. And right over here, really strong smell of death. It smells like something died over here. Doesn't mean nothing, but definitely gotta be on the lookout. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, Vern? This hike began easy enough. Fairly level. For the first half a mile or so. You know, we've crossed some lakes, We crossed the lake. Kind of cool. It's more like a huge pond. But then the trail started going down. It opened up to this great big beautiful vista. Awesome views, you know what I mean? Wow. And then from there, it just kept going down, switchback after switchback, all the way down. Probably several hundred feet to 1,000 feet down in the side of this mountain. Down into the canyon below, into the valley below, whatever you want to call it. There were so many mosquitoes. Definitely needed more bug spray. And the bumblebees, I've never seen so many bumblebees. Cute little black and white things, you know. Harmless little critters. But they were still annoying. Still buzzing us everywhere. You know, we refilled at the little creek at the bottom. Drink all my water at that point. Anyways, the hike started headed up. Another probably 1,000 feet or so of switchbacks, back and forth, back and forth. Straight up this canyon walls. When we got up there, I was about ready to turn around. I couldn't take it no more. That sun was just beating down on me. I was out of water. My legs were like jelly. And my mouth, there was no saliva left. There's like sandpaper in my mouth, running my tongue across sandpaper all day. Yeah, not good. So when we got to the top, oh boy. We got to the top, there was this nice, fairly large pond. Again, more like a lake than anything. And it's where I knew I was gonna stop. At least for the day. I was spent, I had no energy left. I was exhausted. There's a water source. Although trying to drink water through those life straws, like I said, not a good situation to be in. Especially when you're already way dehydrated. It feels like you just can't get enough water as it is. So, me and Derek stayed, we set up camp. I don't have the best filtration system for water, so I'm kind of hanging out here for the night.
The rest of the way is like 3 miles without water, so it's a good idea.
3 miles, no water.
Yeah.
So good luck to them. Shane and Cyrus, however, they decided they were going to keep going. Shane was hurting too, I could see it in his face. He was trying to talk Cyrus out of staying. But they went ahead up to Mokelumne Peak. Mokelumne Peak. And I stayed behind. I didn't have it in me. I didn't want to be a liability for anybody. Sometimes you got to put your pride aside. Set your ego aside. Realize what you can and can't do. Mosquitoes. I was done. Fortunately for me, Cyrus and Shane brought 2 of these little water pumps. Little water filter pumps. And yeah, they left one with me. Oh man, I definitely went out and got myself a new one of those after the trip. Gotta have a water filter. Yeah, that pond was full of snakes, bumblebees everywhere, mosquitoes once the sun went down. And the crazy thing was, There are leeches in it apparently too. Some other hikers came up to this trail. They stayed the night at the lake as well. They were telling me about the leeches in the water while I was standing in it getting more water. All I could think was, alright, that's cool. Nothing like breaking your flip-flop and you're way out here in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Huh? Little infield flip-flop repair, huh? Killing it. So the next morning, me and Derek had intentions of heading to Shriner's Lake, which is back towards the start of the trail. Another 1.5 miles in a different direction. By the time we went back down all those switchbacks, drinking as much water as we could, getting eaten by mosquitoes, barely passing snakes.
Because they're afraid.
Derek walked right past this big old boy. Right along that trail. Whoop.
Do you want to go around this?
We finally got to a point where we're like, you know what? I think we're done. We're headed towards the car. Called it a day.
Meanwhile, high upon Mokelumne Peak, Shane and Cyrus has finally made their destination the next morning. Their tracks were the first in the snow, proof no one has been up this high this year. However, on the way back, terror gripped them when they saw huge lion paw prints over their fresh boot tracks. They found one young buck, his antlers still in velvet. A promising sight, no doubt. Fortunately, there were no more incidents with being stalked.
And kind of sucks when you're several miles out here, you know, just enjoying yourself, having a great time. You get a message from home saying that grandma just passed away. You know, I mean, it's been a long time coming, but it's still a good way to ruin our trip, especially when our dog just died a couple days ago.
In the end, everybody made it home safely. However, this wasn't just a hike. It was a reminder. The wilderness doesn't care what you did or did not pack. She does not care about your plans. And if you are not ready, she'll teach you fast and harsh.